Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Young3, and today I'm back with another Lord of the Rings online video. This will be the second part of my bingo, or of my journey with Bingo Boffin. I was kind of looking forward to level more and continue on the book story, but last week's major maintenance made my leveling progress a bit delayed, so I will continue that storyline later this week. For now, let's keep going with, or start to learn Bingo Boffin on how to swim.
There is nothing for it. I must learn to swim.
Yes, sink or swim. I have knowledge, supplies and strength, and they will serve me well on my journey. But there is one more thing I must master before my adventure begins, and it is not something that comes naturally to hobbits. I must learn to swim. Have you seen the number of rivers on the map? Whoever drew this map must have been quite fond of the things, because there are squiggly lines, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, sorry, and little ponds all over the place. There's nothing for it. I must become a master of the waterways. Speak to me when you are ready and we will go down to the Brandywine and practice. Accept. Okay, let's...
I am as ready as I will ever be.
Get going.
Bingo has decided to master one final skill for his journey. He will learn to swim.
Okay. Well, here we are. Time for this hobbit to learn a new skill. Okay, so we are gonna support him. Somehow. Gonna turn off the name, I think that is easier or more cleaner. I don't think it has grown ever since, but still. It looks cold too. It is most likely very cold. Might I have a word, okay? It occurs to me that I may have made a slight error in judgment, and have perhaps not dressed entirely appropriately for the cold, frigid others. Bingo shivers. What do you think? Do you think perhaps I just need to warm myself up? Possibly get the blood flowing? That is a capital idea, my intelligent hobbit friend. Sure. So now he's just running around like a crazy person. Oh. I feel really in the way. Are you warm? Not ready. I'm a bit warmer, but the water still looks cold and now I just feel tired. Do you think maybe this is just a bad spot? Maybe I should try another place on the bank? Good idea? No. That does not really help. Cheer on Bingo while he finds the perfect spot. Not sure if I'm literally supposed to cheer, but let's give him a little cheer. Bit late, but sure. What does he know this time? Oh. You can do it. You want to have someone else read first? I will watch you swim, my adventuring friend. Sure, why not? Let's just change in a bit more swimming gear then, or take off some stuff. There, now my hobbit looks a bit more ready as well. So, swim to the other side of the river, so Let's get a bit used to the cold water. That should be just fine. And we're just gonna take a little stroll. Do it a bit on our back. Oh. Let's see. Not really able to pull that off. How far do you want me to go? And let's return. Not too hard. It's even easy. Okay. That was incredible, my friend. If you can do it, I certainly think I can do it as well. Okay. You go for it then. Okay. Yeah, sure, that was swimming. Okay, minor leg. I did it! Yeah, not really. Did you see me? Your feed was pretty good. But I'm afraid my own may have shown you up some. Now that was a true display of swimming prowess, wouldn't you say? He wasn't swimming. He was playing in the water, not swimming. I'm drenched, but I'm happy, my friend. Let us return to the golden perch and dry off. Okay, maybe I should put on all my stuff again. There you go. Dried off.
I think that went fairly well, but let's avoid rivers anyway.
You might not have a great look at it, but I'd say mastered the art of swimming remarkably quickly. Bingo seems to be looking everywhere but at your face. Just for the fun though, I think I'll avoid rivers while on my journey. Dryland makes for a more interesting trip, I'd say. And it would be a shame to take the easy way and float across every river that squiggles its way across my path. You understand me, I'm sure. Choose one. I'm gonna go for the funny one. Sinking stone, or at least I think that one is funny.
Let us return to my hobbit hole in Mickle Delving.
Okay. I feel well prepared for the journey now, Tra. I'm ready for anything. I just need to pack up some belongings I will need and put a few things in order before I depart. Will you help me with these final preparations? It saddens me to leave the golden perch and her fine ale behind, but that is the life of an adventurer, is it not? Let us return to my hobbit hole in Mickle Delving. Accept. Okay, of course I need to travel there myself. That's a long way, but I will make do. Okay, let's see if Bingo already is back home again. We're at least at this hobbit hole now. I think we have to go inside this time. Wow, it's dark in here. Here he is.
I hope you will pardon the mess. I have had so few visitors lately.
Okay, and I'm afraid I have let the place get a bit disorganized. I will pack up my belongings and clean up while I am at it. Bingo frowns. Do you know something? I had quite forgotten until just now, but I have borrowed a number of items from my neighbors over the years and never returned them. I should give these items back before I leave. After all, you never know what might happen on such a journey. I borrowed that ball of twine from Poppy Braised Grill across the way. Would you mind returning that to her and some of these other borrowed items to my other neighbors as well? Sure. Pick up the ball of twine. I think it used to be here. Let's see. Is Poppy home? It was somewhere across the road, he said. Here she is. Pick up the teapot inside Bingo's hobbit hole. Okay. That one is over here. And this one I'm apparently carrying. And has to go to this guy. Merry muck. And we have a bucket to pick up. Where used the bucket to be? That's here. Let's bring the bucket to Myrtle. He is over here.
I wrote a petition to keep going on this foolish.
Talk to Major Will Bitfoot outside the town hall. Okay, so that should be right here. The Major.
Hello there.
Yes, how can I help you? I do hope that it is a quick matter, for I am late to a dinner. You politely ask the Major if he has ruled on the petition submitted by Myrtle Box. He sighs. If I had known the sort of complaints I would have had to deal with it as Major, I would never have accepted the office. Do this, do not do that, stop this person from leaving, make this person leave. It is a constant din of noise. I suppose the dinners make it all worthwhile, but only just. I'm not going to rule on this petition. If Myrtle Box wants to stop Bingo Boffin from leaving the Shire, she can lock him up herself. You take this petition and give it to Mr. Boffin, because I want nothing to do with it. Okay, so back to Bigger Boffin. Little shortcut. Probably didn't save too much time, but sure. Here he is again.
Will you look at this? What sweet neighbors I have.
What's this? You hand Bingo the petition and he reads it quickly, but instead of the crestfallen face you expected, the hobbit smiles brightly. Well, will you look at this? Myrtle Box obtained signatures from good hobbits throughout the neighborhood to have me locked up in the lock holes. What a lovely compliment that is. My neighbors care so deeply about me that they are willing to go to such an extreme to keep me from leaving. I have to do something nice for Myrtle. Troa, can you go to the statue of Martro and Blanco in the center of town and pick some of the flowers that grow there to give to Myrtle? Tell her that I received her message as clear as day and will return as soon as I am able. What sweet neighbors I have. Now I feel bad that I borrowed their items for so long without returning them. Oh. Okay, some flowers for Myrtle. Guessing those should be right over here. Something at least pops up. Oh, there. I do think we only have to pick one of them. Okay, back to Myrtle. That was her. Some flowers for you.
Oh, what is this? I will write another petition.
What are these flowers? Has the Major ruled on my petition to put Bingo Boffin into the log holes? You explained that Bingo wanted you to deliver these flowers to Myrtle in appreciation for her kind thoughts. Kind thoughts? I mean, yes, of course, I wish only the best for all my neighbors, but still. Myrtle turns a bright shade of red. I will write another petition. This one will be about something else. But it will be serious. You'll see. Okay. What has Bingo to say about that? Oh. There's still so much
The journey
minor
is
leg.
so close now.
Okay. And thank you once again, Tora. I am touched to know that Myrtle cares so much for me. And I will miss her. But now, if you will excuse me, I have some more packing to do. But the journey is so close now. I'm gonna go for happy to help this time. It's too bad we can't have all of them. But sure.
The day has finally arrived.
And I do have time for one more, I think. Hopefully. The day has finally arrived. My journey begins, and I want you to travel with me. If you do not object to the adventure, you are under no bond to go further than you will. And if you decide to take your leave at any point, I will not judge nor think less of you for the decision. But I hope you will share in my journey, no matter the miles. Do you know something, my hobbit friend? I thought it would be more difficult to begin, but it seems that leaving is easier after all. I thought it would be more difficult to say goodbye to my home, but the idea of such an adventure fills my heart with excitement, enough to propel my feet without regret. I have studied the map a great deal, and I believe we should leave Mishadelphing by the eastern road, making for Weymouth and Tockenburg. Let us walk to the crossing of the ways at the town of Weymouth and then decide our next course. Okay, now we are starting the little trip. Let's see, it's a little bit to ride, but not too bad yet. So let's keep going. Okay, so Bingo should be hiding somewhere here around. Oh, there he is. In green. What does he has to say?
I think I forgot something.
Oh, of course. I have spent the last few minutes trying to decide what has been troubling me, and I think I have at last got it sorted. My walking stick. I left it leaning against the side of my hobbit hole, and did not pick it up when we departed. Would you mind running back to my hole and retrieving the walking stick? I thought it was easy to leave, and easy it was. Easy to leave without my walking stick, but I miss it already and cannot go much longer without it. I hope you do not think me of a fool of leaving it, but leave it I did. I will continue on to Bywater while you fetch the walking stick, so we do not slow the journey overmuch. I will meet you in the center of Bywater in a short while. Sure, so that means I need to travel back and pick up the walking stick. Because he forgot it. Okay, let's see where he did forget that stick. He left it right here. Which means we now have to ride again, only even farther to Bywater. Of course. Okay, let's see where he is hiding out this time. He might even be inside. Is he? Yes, of course he is. He is drinking his ale while I am picking up his walking stick. That's
there you are, my traveling companion.
And you have collected my walking stick. Very good. That will be a big help on the miles ahead. I do not doubt it. I did not nip into the Green Dragon just for this ale. Though it is quite good and you should try some. No, I was being followed about town. By a number of noisy hobbits and came in here to evade them. I think perhaps we two should leave quietly and slip through the swamp around Frogmorton so we can leave without being disturbed. I will meet you in Frogmoors. Okay. And we have to ride a tiny bit. I don't think it's too far away. Isn't it? Right over there. Okay, so he should be hiding out here somewhere. Where? I'm not really sure. Oh, behind this tree. Oh, tiny swim.
I think we evaded the nosy hobbits, but my choice of detour is not ideal.
You see, I simply cannot stand frogs or toads. The sight of them fills me with trepidation, and I find myself quite unable to move. No, do not say it. I thought perhaps the Frogmarsh was just a silly name. I did not know it would be home to so many of the creatures. Slimy, croakling devils. Can you defeat some of the wild hill toads in our way? Just enough for me to get back to the road? I would appreciate it very much. So, a couple of... That's a snake. Toads. Where are the toads? I can see toads. Doesn't really help that I'm kind of out level here. Is that an... Hopefully, good enough. Okay. 1. 2. 3. Oh. And okay. 4 then. Could be enough.
You are not going to believe
hobbit.
this, but I have forgotten something else.
Oh no. You're not going to believe this, but I've forgotten something else I wish to bring with me. I brought one of the satchels I intended to bring, but forgot the other. Can you run back to my home and retrieve it for me? I simply cannot do without this other satchel. Indeed, it contains almost the entire reason of my journey. You have defeated enough of the toads that I should be able to make it back to the road, and I will continue with the journey while you run back to get my other satchel. I'll meet up with you on the outskirts of the town of Birchford, if you find that agreeable. Sure, I don't really have a choice, I think. So, back to Bingo Boffin's Hobbit Hole once again. Okay, so we are back at this Hobbit Hole once again. This time, I'm pretty sure we have to go inside to find that satchel. Yeah, here it is. Right where he left it. Which means we of course have to go all the way back again. This time somewhere between Birchford and Stop. So, we are closing into Bingo Boffin once again. Hopefully he hasn't forgotten anymore, I can't remember from when I played this before, but hopefully this was the last of it.
There you are, and you retrieve the satchel I left behind.
Yes. Thank you very much for this, my friend. Do you know why this satchel is so important for me to have? It is because this bag contains my parchments, quill, and several ink bottles. I intend to write about my journey, keeping a record of everything that happens to us on the way. I want to document my adventure, so I will never forget it. I thought it would be easy to leave my home. I told you as much when we departed Missel Delvik, did I not? But it seems that some part of me has been dragging his feet first. First I left my walking stick, and then I developed a fear of toads I never had before, and then I discovered my satchel and writing supplies were left behind. Like young Willibald here with the hole in his boat, I'm finding it harder to leave home than I expected. But I will not give up as long as I have you nearby to encourage me, my friend. The journey awaits. Okay, so finish now. And then this part we're gonna close. And I'm gonna do that one next time. So yeah, I'm gonna cut off this episode right here. I hope of course you have enjoyed this video, and if you did, then please give it a thumbs up. If you don't want to miss out on this series, then don't forget of course to subscribe to my channel. Or you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I do hope I see you next time. Bye bye!